Hello everybody, and welcome to a new series where I'm going to go over a certain aspect of the game and break down whether that particular aspect of Battlefield 5 is viable or not. I will not go over individual weapon statistics for two reasons. The first being that they are subject to change, and I would like this game to be informational not only now, but also in a couple months down the road. The second reason being that I think it would be boring to listen to me just read off statistics that you could easily find yourself if you wanted to. Instead, I'm going to talk about strategies that have worked for me in the past, in hopes that I can give you insight into a certain class. For this first episode, I want to go over a class that has been shrouded in a lot of controversy since the game first came out, that being the medic class. In my opinion, this is the best class in the game. Currently, I am just a couple hours shy of 6 days played in Battlefield, and I have reached max level at all four classes. Without a doubt in my mind, Medic class has been the most enjoyable of the four in the game. The fast-paced gameplay, the unlimited heals, and the instant cover provided by the smoke grenade launcher are just three of the many reasons the Medic class is my favorite that I've played. Out of the 6 days I have on Battlefield, about a day and 8 hours I've spent using the Medic class. Now let's talk about the guns. Currently, there are 8 guns in the Medic class, those being the Stein, Suomi, MP40, MP28, EMP, MP34, the M1928A1, also known as the Thompson, and the ZK383. Out of those 8 guns, I would suggest about 5 of them. The Suomi and the Thompson are just about the same. Both have high fire rates and the option for extended magazines, should you choose to go with that skill tree, which I highly recommend. For my use of both of the guns, the only differentiating factor between the weapons is that the Thompson has a better recoil. The Stein and the MP40 are also very similar. They have what I would consider to be slow to medium fire rates with low recoil and can be used at close to medium range. The MP28, EMP, and MP34 are all usable weapons, but just from my time using them, they felt bland. There was really nothing that stood out or impressed me about them. And that brings us to the ZK383, which just released with the Lightning Strikes DLC. This gun, in my opinion, is one of the best guns in the medic class. You have no rank requirement to get this gun. You just have to do the challenges, which took me less than 2 hours to complete. This gun can give you 2 completely different experiences depending on the skill tree of your choice. With no specializations, the gun has a slow fire rate and is extremely accurate both with and without the bipod deployed. In my testing, it felt like the recoil was the same for about the first 10 to 15 shots with or without the bipod deployed. After those first shots are fired, the recoil is slightly harder to control without the bipod being deployed. Keep in mind, this is with no specializations at all. If you choose to opt for the rapid fire specialization, the gun shoots significantly faster. It almost reminds me of a mix between the Suomi and the MP28. The only downside to this tree is that you're stuck with a 30-round magazine. On the other side of the skill tree, you can choose an extended mag, which allows you to shoot longer without reloading. I would suggest trying both skill trees to see which suits your playstyle, but for me, I chose to go with the rapid fire. If you're anything like me and care about mastering weapons, then no worries. With the medic class, the proficiency and mastery assignments are a breeze. All of the assignments are easily attainable by just playing how you normally. To completely master all of the guns in the medic class, on average, it took me about 4 hours of use to go from level 1 on the guns to level 10 with all the mastery assignments completed. That isn't bad, plus it's a lot of fun being able to complete mastery assignments every game. Now we need to talk about how to use the medic class and where to use it. Run and gun is the strategy you will be using 90% of the time with this class. You're going to want to take advantage of the unlimited heals that the medic class provides, make that risky play, peek that corner that you know there might be 2 or 3 enemies behind. If you can deal 60 to 90 damage per peek, take a few shots, it's worth it. Just strafe back behind the corner, heal, and do it all over again. I can't tell you how many times that strat has worked wonders for me. Also, keep in mind there are many situations that you can benefit from hipfire compared to the standard ADS that you may be used to on assault or support weapons. It may take time before you understand what situations you ADS in and what situations you should hipfire in. It took me a couple of days to get the hang of it, but once you can figure out within seconds of engaging your enemy, you're going to be able to make some crazy plays. My personal favorite maps to run the medic class on are Devastation, Eris, Rotterdam, and Twisted Steel. These 4 maps are my go-to maps, If you find yourself in the right spots like the Church on Devastation or the Bridge on Twisted Steel, you can do a lot of damage in short periods of time, using strategies like quick peeks, popping smokes to disorient your enemies and flanking behind them. Not to mention that these areas are confined to a relatively small space, so if you can use smoke to advance just a couple meters on an enemy, you're going to increase your chances of killing your opponent tenfold. The other maps that the medic class can be used on are FEL, Narvik, and Aerodrome. These maps are very good for the medic class. You just have to be in the hot spots of the map to take advantage of the high fire rate provided by most of the SMGs. Lastly, the medic class isn't for everybody. The beauty of Battlefield is that you can play the game however you want. There's so many different playstyles that can be used to have an enjoyable experience. You just have to find what is right for you. That being said, I think everybody should try to expand their horizons, especially in a game like this that has so much to offer. Especially if you want to get the most of what you paid for. It may take a few games to get the hang of, but you never know, you may just find your new favorite class like I did. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned something. If you enjoyed, please subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. And lastly, if you would like to see live Battlefield gameplay, please follow me on twitch.tv/AKA Rydog. I stream every day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.